4% that had been projected. Similarly, the domestic economic growth increased to 5% in 2023 from 4.8 in 2022. However, global uncertainties and tight financial conditions have spilled over, causing exchange rate pressure. The El Nino rains experienced in the second half of the year also compounded the elevated risk to the growth. These factors contributed to driving up the cost of living and consequently reduced purchasing power of consumers, which threatens to constrain demand. Ladies and gentlemen, in highlights of our key performance indicators of the year, it is important to note that despite the elevated risk on global production, the port performance showed remarkable resilience, with cargo throughput which grew by 6.2% to reach 35.98 million metric tons in 2023 from 33.88 million metric tons in 2022. This was mainly supported by an increase of 2.33 million metric tons or 14.8% in handling of containerized cargo, which accounted to 50.4% of all cargo handled at the ports. So realize that our container throughput is more than 50.4% in terms of the tonnage that we handle in the port. Similarly, the number of vessels calling at the Port of Mombasa rose to 1,835 in 2023 compared to 1,561 registered in 2022. In terms of container traffic, it also exhibited double-digit growth of 11.9%, registering 1.62 million TEUs in 2023 compared to 1.45 million TEUs that was achieved in 2022. I want to emphasize here that in the previous year, we had only attained a growth of 1%. So you can imagine a growth from 1% to 12%. So we just need to appreciate everybody, KPA family, our customers, showing confidence in the Port of Mombasa that it was not only because of the growth of the economy, but also our performance showed that gave confidence to the shipping lines to be able to choose the Port of Mombasa as a hub of transshipment. So KPA family, hongera sana. The rise in containerized cargo has been consistent across the year, with notable record highs witnessed in the month of May 2022, registering 155,204 TEUs, and in December, registering 152,326 TEUs respectively. I want also to say that despite that gives us an average of 5,000 TEUs per day. So you can imagine how many 5,000 TEUs per day. And I want to say that also in the month of January, we recorded the highest throughput again by registering 162,000 TEUs. So the record which we had done in May 2023 was also broken in January 2024. And we are also seeing that our numbers are doing very well. The first quarter, we are already registering more than 400,000 TEUs. We project by the end of this month, we should be able to reach about either 480,000 TEUs in the first quarter. So you can project yourself, we are targeting this year to reach about 1.8 million TEUs, or not, if anything, 2 million TEUs. In terms of full imports in a containerized cargo, exhibited a notable growth of 14% from 2022 to approximately 700,000 TEUs in 2023. This is 42.8% of the total traffic, nearly half of the total container volumes. This indicates that a strong economic performance in the region, in tandem with the extensive consumption has a direct influence in the volumes of cargo handled at the ports. In addition, the transit market segment performed well, posting a notable growth of 11.5%, recording 11.41 million metric tons in the year 2023 compared to 10.23 million tons in 2022. We want also to appreciate our transit market customers for having confidence in this Port of Mombasa, and we commit ourselves that we will always strive to do our best in our performance and also efficiency. This is evidence of our resilience in the face of ever-increasing competition in the region. Ladies and gentlemen, despite a decline of 71.5% market share in 2022 in Uganda, remains our primary transit country with a market share of 62.3%. The country itself is in a process of economic recovery, and soon we anticipate a resurgence in its economy. The remarkable growth of volumes for South Sudan by 52% and DRC by 57% compared to 2022. I think what we need to understand here is that despite transit market going down in Uganda, the other ones, the rates also grew up. So that should not be an issue for us, because the market of Uganda, the Port of Mombasa handles 94.8% of their imports. So we are doing well on that side. It is worth noting that DRC only recently joined the East African Community in 2022, and placing its faith in the Port of Mombasa in handling 1.5 million tons of cargo in 2023 reflects our perspective as a crucial conduit for trade facilitation in the region. In line with the growing trade demand to unlock the region's growth potential, the authority has continued to improve operations efficiency, investing in capacity expansion, acquisition of modern equipment, and upgrading of its system. As a result, several key indicators have improved, notably the cross-vessel turnaround time recorded an improvement from 3.7 days in 2022 to 3.3 days in 2023. The tanker vessel turnaround time improved from 4.8 days in 2022 to 4.4 days in 2023. Container vessel productivity increased from 32.5 moves in 2022 to 38.8 moves per ship per hour at Bat in 2023. This is a major improvement, and we just need to appreciate our team for this. Container vessel turnaround time improved from 2.9 days to an inspiring 2.3 days in the same period. Our target always has been 2.5 days, so we even surpassed our target. Container dwell time reduced from 3.6 days in 2023 from 3.9 days in 2022. I want to emphasize that the container dwell time for the transit market we give 15 days. For local, we give 4 days. And out of this, the average of this has gone down to 3.6. So it shows that the efficiency also of our customers is very good, and also the improvement of the SGR freight services also. The net vessel waiting time improved from 0.78 days in 2023 from 1.21 days in 2022. So this one also is a major achievement, that when you don't see ships waiting outside, doesn't mean that we don't have cargo. When you see ships waiting outside, then it should also give us a worry. So as KPA, we are always waiting for ships, not ships waiting to berth. Truck turnaround time also improved from 7.1 hours to 6.7 hours in 2023. The average berth occupancy at the port of the Mombasa Container Terminal is within expected level of 69.9% from 75.2 in 2022. This was also as a result of the new container terminal, berth number 22, which was commissioned in November 2022. Yard holding capacity has been maintained at an appropriate level of 39.4%. This allows also the reduction of truck turnaround time. Ladies and gentlemen, we really appreciate the government's commitment to enhance port infrastructure and connectivity in its quest to support economic growth. This has had a positive impact on KPA and other terminals and ports, which are also registering admirable performance in its bid to meet the growing demand. Kisumu Port performance improved significantly by 119% to record 127,745 metric tons in 2023 against 58,290 in 2022. The Lamu Port handled 37,576 metric tons in 2023 against 6,539 metric tons in 2022. You'll realize that Kisumu did better than Lamu, but we want to assure you that this year around, we expect to receive equipment for Lamu anytime from next month, early next month. And and in receiving 3 to ship shore country cranes in 2020 in May, you will see now the growth of Lamu going up. So despite that, this growth of 31,037 metric tons, it is also registered an increase of 1,397 TEUs in container traffic, recording 1,779 TEUs in 2023 from 382 TEUs in 2022. So despite the low number, compared to 2022, it's quite a big step. From 382 to 1,779 is a huge leap that we also need to appreciate the team of Lamu. Meanwhile, the ICD Nairobi handled 332,100 TEUs in the year, and a review against 403,665 registered in 2022. The ICD of Naivasha registered 6,294 in 2023 compared to 7,617 TEUs in 2022. The improved performance of the Kenya Ports Authority in 2023 reflects ongoing efforts by the management to make the port more competitive. Effectively, KPA is undergoing a digital transformation that will see it step further ahead in its bid to achieve its vision as a world-class port of choice. We thank you, our stakeholders and partners, and we shall continue to enhance our collaborations to sustain this tremendous growth. With those few remarks, may I now take this opportunity to launch the Bulletin of Statistics. Thank you. Kwa ziara zetu zile tumekuwa tukifanya kwa nchi zetu za East Africa, nafikiri natumai umeiona results yetu kuwa we posted 11.4% in terms of the transit market growth. So hii inaonyesha kuwa transit market wamekuwa na confidence sana na port ya Mombasa, na juzi safari yangu nilipofanya na timu yangu, nataka ni kuhakikishie kuwa tulipata makaribisho, na pia utaona sababu sitaki kusema, najua ni mzuri pia naye kuona kwa vitendo yale tumefanya. Na kama ulisikia vile nilisema pia kwa mwezi wa January, February na mwezi wa 3, performance yetu imeenda juu sababu ya transit market volumes. Juzi tumekuwa na mkutano, nafikiri umeona, nchi ya Rwanda wametutembelea hapa, wametembea port yetu hapa Mombasa, wameenda Naivasha, na wametuahidi kuwa kuendelea mbele, mzigo yao nyingi itakuwa inapitia hapa, na hiyo ni kitu tumeona, na hiyo kitu tutaweza kuthibitisha pia kuwa kwa miezi 2 iliyopita mzigo nyingi za Rwanda zimekuwa zikipitia hapa, na pia DRC mzigo yao imekuwa nyingi ikipitia hapa. Ni ile kuonyesha tu vile sisi tunafanya kazi na vile tunaahidi mteja. Sisi tukikwambia container inachukua makasha inachukua siku 2 au siku 3, sisi tutatimiza hiyo. Leo vile tunazungumza hapa, ukitutembelea kwa terminal yetu ya container utakuta sisi tunangojea meli, na ukiona performance, hata ukienda kuuliza watu. Leo asubuhi nimekuwa hata nimepitia baadhi ya meli zile zimefanya kazi, na nitaweza kuambia performance iko juu sana. Jana tumepokea meli na within 8 hours tumefanya 1250 TEUs in 8 hours. Hiyo utaweza kufanya ukaona wewe mwenyewe ni ngapi, wakati bandari zingine ziko karibu hapa zinajisukuma. So sisi hatuzungumzi, matendo ndio inajionyesha. Mambo ya Red Sea imeweza kuathiri sana biashara, lakini kwa upande wetu wa East Africa kile nitaweza kusema ni kuwa vile tumeathirika ni kuwa ni ile tu kuchelewa kwa mzigo, lakini shipping lines nyingi zimechukua njia mkakati ya kuhakikisha mzigo haichelewi. Ile mzigo tu inaweza chelewa kidogo ni ile inatoka Europe na ile inatoka Amerika, sababu inabidi sasa meli zizunguke round the Cape ndio ikuje huko Mombasa. Lakini pia naye imekuwa biashara mzuri kwetu pia naye, sababu miji nyingi zile ziko north of Mombasa of Kenya wanaanza sasa kufanyia transshipment Mombasa, sababu meli kwenda all the way to the north alafu kurudi chini inakuwa pia naye ni ngumu. So it's a blessing also for us, but it is not something that we wish also. Na pia upande tu wa export imetupatia very tight schedule. Ile schedule iko very tight kabisa, sababu ndaweza kuwapatia tu example. Right now we are in the season of avocado. From March all the way up to around June to July, it will be the season of avocados. And you know the shelf life of avocado when taken on a refrigerated container is 40 days. And from Mombasa here to reach the market in Europe, it takes 38 days. So any delay ile inafanyika hata tu kidogo inaweza kuadhiri hiyo, lakini sisi na shipping line tunakaa pamoja, tunazungumza, tunaelewana na tunapeana ile priority kwa container ile inabeba reefer containers, na pia naye tunapatia tuna support customers wetu ili meli isichelewe, na performance yetu pia naye tunahakikisha kuwa iko kwa hali ya juu. So na pia nitaweza kusema kuwa hizi export cargo, especially the reefer containers, we've seen a huge growth from also the neighboring countries also, because if there is a delay, it also makes us to lose the market. So CCSKP, we are supporting our exporters, we are supporting the shipping lines also in ensuring that we meet the timelines that they give us. In terms of revenue, revenue also is doing very well. can tell you that the first half of the year, we've been able to post more than 33.7 billion Kenya shillings compared to 27 billion last year. So this and also is a reflection of austerity measures that we have undertaken as KPA, and also the throughput that you've seen. Tumemaliza.
Amen. Thank you. My name is Evelyn Mwamure. I'm the GM Corporate Research.
Good morning. My name is Winnie. Tafadhali naomba Mr. MD ongee Kiswahili.
Sawa.
Sawa, uliza
Shoot. Nani anauliza maswali? Ni media ndo anauliza. Questions maybe before.
So maybe if there is any question, please, we would be more than willing to respond.
Thank you. We shall put a version of this bulletin of port statistics in the website so that it can be accessible to the public. Here, we shall also share.
Okay.